Now I am going to explain very important part about the periodic properties. You know, properties which are changeable, or the properties which change with respect to different elements. Now this we have to go through with respect to the model periodic table. We have seen different periodic tables, Dobereiner, then Newlands, then Mendeleev, and at last it is the model periodic table. So model periodic table, it is based on the modern periodic law, and modern periodic law says that the properties of elements are periodic functions of their atomic numbers. That is, elements have been arranged in order of their increasing atomic numbers. You know, there are 18 vertical columns which are called as groups. 18 vertical columns are called as groups, and 7 horizontal rows are called as periods. So this, you know. Now first important part is the first is valency. Now you know valency is called as combining capacity. Valency is called as combining capacity of an element. So it may be defined as the combining capacity of an element. Combining capacity means one atom can combine with how many atoms of same type or other type. Once again I am repeating, this combining capacity means an atom can combine with other atoms or atoms of same type in which number? Like see hydrogen. You know, hydrogen, see here, this is the electronic configuration of hydrogen. So here the valency is equal to 1. So similarly, two hydrogen atoms, they can combine in this manner like this. This is the other atom like this. So there is formation of H2 molecule. So this is valency. So valency is always definite for a particular element. Valency is not, you know, variable, but it is very case of very limited amounts, in very limited cases. So it is the combining capacity of an element. This is one. Now other is, it may be defined as the number of electrons present in outermost orbit. This you have to keep in mind. Outermost orbit of an atom. Outermost orbit. Just I had drawn about the hydrogen. So this is the way how we come to know. So number of electrons in outermost orbit, and outermost orbit, or it is called as valence shell. It is called as valence shell. Valence means last, outermost, and that's why, you know, there is the valency. So this is the very simple relationship. Valency means the electrons present in the outermost orbit, and so it is the condition with the valency is definite for a particular element. Now we'll see how the variations are there, how the periodic properties are there. So there are some points. Number one, valency is fixed for all the different elements, in a group. So this is very important point. Valency is always fixed for all the elements in a particular element, in a particular group. All the elements have same valency. Thus, they have same property. So all the elements have similar characters. So this is the reason that all the elements of a particular group, they have same chemical property because valency is same. So you can imagine the very important part about the valency. Now valency, this was in case of the group. In case of period, valency is different for different elements. Now as you move from left to right in a period, so the valency is different. Just I am drawing very little portion. Here there is the sodium, then there is potassium, here there is magnesium, here there is aluminum, just like this. Now see, sodium atomic number is 11, here potassium atomic number is 19, magnesium atomic number is 12, aluminum atomic number is 13. Now see, we will write down the electronic configuration. The simple way to find out the valence is to write down the electronic configuration. And electronic configuration is distribution of electrons in the outermost orbit. So here 11, 2, 8 and 1. Here in case of 19, 2, 8, 8 and 1. So what is common? That the valency is equal to 1. So this is which group? This is first group. In case of group first, so it depends on the number of groups. So groups have been made as per the valency, and it is automatic because atomic number is definite quantity for a particular element, and two different elements cannot have the same atomic number. So this is the very important part. Now coming to this magnesium electronic configuration 2, 8 and 2. So here valence is plus 2. Here valence is plus 1. Here aluminum, it is 2, 8 and 3. So here valence is plus 3. Now the concept of plus and minus is very simple. Plus means the tendency to lose the electrons. When any element loses electrons, its valency is indicated as positive. So positive valency indicates that element has lost the requisite number of electrons to acquire the configuration. Just I am coming to that. So here valency is here plus 1, 2 and 3. So it increases as group number increases, but later it is positive, but after some time it becomes negative in case of non-metals. Now the valency, any element exhibits valency. So why it is so that elements exhibit valence in a particular number only? See how sodium atomic number 11, 281, and when sodium is very reactive, it catches fire in water. So sodium here gains an electron, loses an electron and acquires positive charge. So here this is the configuration. So sodium by the loss of one electron has become equal to neon. We say that by the loss of an electron by the sodium, it acquires the nearest noble gas configuration. We say that sodium atom loses an electron, loses an electron and acquires nearest noble gas, nearest noble gas configuration. This is this. Acquires nearest noble gas. So sodium atomic number is 11. Here sodium ion atomic number is 10. Neon atomic number is 10. So we say like this. So this is game of stability. An element loses electrons or gains electrons either by the loss of electrons or by the gain of electrons. So when the gain is, then it will be in negative. See here, chlorine 17, 2, 8 and 7. So chlorine, it has 7 electrons in outermost orbit. So actually all the reactions, they require very large amount of energy. So it is impossible for chlorine to lose the 7 electrons. So it is better for the chlorine to gain 1 electron and acquire the noble gas configuration or nearest noble gas configuration. So chlorine will gain and here it will form chloride ion. This is chloride ion. So here atomic number will be increased by 1. 17 will become 18. So here 2, 8 and 8 and it will become equal to argon. So we say that this has acquired the nearest noble gas configuration equal to what? Equal to argon. So this is the concept of valency. Now next is variable valency. Variable valency is another important part. Variable valency. So variable valency, as name indicates, variable. So when an element exhibits valency of more than one type, it is called as variable valency. When an element exhibits valency of more than one type, is said to exhibit variable valency. So there are very few elements. Which exhibit variable valency, and it is the property of metals or heavy metals. All the elements cannot exhibit variable valency on their own. Very few elements, they are able to exhibit the variable valency. Like see, in case of copper, the copper is plus. So this is said to be copper first. This is said to be copper second. It is said to be cuprous. It is said to be cupric. Us, the suffix us means less. Suffix it means more. So this is the reason. And actually, it is also a game of acquiring stability. Copper 1 acquires 2 by the loss of an electron. So copper 1 is less stable, copper 2 is more stable. So it is the game of stability. So they acquire stability by the loss of electron. Similarly, one more example I am going to put here, like iron, Fe, Fe2. It is said to be iron 2, and it is also called as ferrous iron. Similarly, Fe3, it is said to be iron 3rd, and it is called as ferric iron. It is ferrous iron. it is said to be ferric ion. Again here, less H, unstable, less valency. So here, how it happens? Fe2 plus like this. It loses one electron. So it is, here it is less stable. Here it is most stable. Like, you all must knowing the apple. When we cut apple, as soon as it is fresh, say for few minutes, 5 or something like that. So as time passes, it becomes brown. Because in lower class you must know this Fe2, it has light green color. It has light green color. And this Fe3, it has brown color. So you must know when we cut fresh apple, it is whitish or very light greenish in color. But as soon as we keep, then it becomes brown. So this is due to the conversion. This is actually oxidation. It is loss of electron. It is oxidation takes place. So oxidation and reduction, they are integral part of the science and the chemistry, because always there is oxidation and reduction. This has undergone oxidation, this has undergone reduction. So one is oxidized, other is reduced, and so this is all about the well. Now this is very important part, atomic size and ionic size. So it is very simple that just I am going to draw just a scale here. This is group, this is period. So in a group from top to bottom, atomic size increases. Atomic size increases from top to bottom in a group. In a period, atomic size decreases. Atomic size decreases from left to right. Atomic size decreases from left to right. So there is very specific reason for this. Actually, on moving from top to bottom in a group, there is the addition of a new cell with every successive element. Once again I am repeating, on moving from top to bottom in a group, there is addition of new cell from top to bottom in successive elements. And as a result, the nucleus is unable to attract the electrons strongly and atomic size increases. On the other hand, in case of a period, the number of electrons are same, number of protons are also same in a particular case, but as we move from left to right, one electron is added, one proton is added. So what happens? Nuclear force becomes more and more stronger, and as a result, electrons are being pulled inside. See how? Again, I am taking the same here, sodium, then magnesium, then aluminum. See here. So let it be potassium also here. So here 19, 11, 12, 13. So here in case of sodium, there are how many electrons? There are 11 electrons. Sodium, there are 11 electrons. So electrons, protons, neutrons, they are 11 each. Here in case of potassium, it will be different. But here it has 2, 8 and 1. Here it has 2, 8, 8 and 1. So here in case of sodium, there are only 3 cells. Here potassium, there are 4 cells. So just one element next to it, there is addition of milk cell. So here the potassium nucleus is unable to attract the electrons strongly, and so atomic size expands. So atomic size increases. Now in case of C, this is the third period, 281, here 282, here 28 and 3. So here number of electrons, protons, they are same. So protons are much more heavy. So protons, they attract the electrons strongly, and so here atomic size decreases from left to right. So this is due to the nucleus inability to attract the electrons strongly, and so atomic size expands. Here nucleus is quite satisfactory. It attracts the electrons very strongly, and so atomic size decreases. So this is in case of atomic size. Ionic size it is also having the same trend. Ionic size also having the same trend. Now this is next very important periodic property, ionization enthalpy or ionization energy. So it is the energy required in kilojoule per mole. So unit is kilojoule per mole. 1 mole energy required in kilojoule measure. 1 mole requires in kilojoule. Energy required in kilojoule per mole to remove the most loosely bonded electron. Most loosely bonded electron from the outermost orbit of an atom. So this is ionization enthalpy. The energy required in kilojoule per mole to remove the most loosely bonded electron from the outermost orbit of an atom. So it should be most loosely bonded energy requirement, and as a result, we study ionization enthalpy for the reactivity. Now, this we have to see in trends in the groups as well as in the periods. Just a small description. So in groups, its value decreases. Its value decreases from top to bottom. Its value decreases from top to bottom. Why? Because atomic size increases. Atomic size expands and less energy is required. Less energy is required to, this remove the electron. As size increases, atomic size expands because nucleus is unable to attract the electrons strongly. So what will happen? Less energy will be required, and as a result, this will be the group. So its value decreases. Now in periods, what we can say? Just opposite. Its value increases from left to right as nucleus becomes more and more strong. Nucleus becomes more and more strong because in the same cell electrons are added, in the same cell photons are added, and so this is the reason behind the reason that in case of periods its value increases from left to right because additional energy has to be required, and so energy will be more and more because electrons will be strongly bonded. Simply we can say electrons will be strongly bonded. So the value of ionization enthalpy it keeps on increasing from left back in a period.